Well, hi everybody. My name's Eric. I'm from Modesto, California, and I just was super excited about my Shaklee order. That's why I'm making this video. I've gone through some health issues in the past couple of years, and nothing major, but I was up to 350 pounds, and I joined another company. Well, I wasn't a distributor or anything, but I was purchasing their product on a monthly basis, and it was consisted of making these 5 meals and one of my own per day. But after about a year of eating those, yes, I got extremely burned out on them, and it just wasn't for me overall, although I'm thankful that the person that shared it with me and I was able to lose weight, and I did feel much better, but I've been stuck at a plateau for 2 years, but a lot of it's because I'm not wanting to go exercise or go to the gym. So I had inquired with the doctor about a GLP-1, Ozempic, or a Zepbound is what they wound up prescribing me. I went to go pick it up at the pharmacy, and it was an astronomical $1,200, and they said, oh, that portion of your insurance for the pharmaceutical or the prescriptions doesn't cover the Zepbound. So I was a little irritated, went back to HR, talked to them about it. I said, well, how is everybody in the building on this stuff? And I guess in January, February, when things change, there's new requirements. So what happens, a lot of people were dropped off of the Ozempic in the middle of their plan, and now they're trying to get back on. I did some additional research with the insurance company and found out, yes, they do cover it, but only if you do it through this other portion, which is called Digby Health, which is like a health app, and it monitors and checks your foods and kind of sets you up on a success plan, not just giving you the medication and injecting yourself and off you go to lose weight. It's actually something that I was kind of irritated over in the beginning, but after 5 weeks of being on the program and trying it out, there's many, many benefits. They even included an app called Hinge Health, which I don't know, I think many people can use it. I don't know if you have to be through your insurance, but it has like yoga exercises and things that they can specialize towards your needs or whatever. And then it also had a trial period for a glucose monitoring, so you could see how foods react with your body, and you can kind of test things out and learn what it does when you eat it. And another thing is they provided through Digby Health, they sent me a box, and it not only had the glucose monitor, but another box that they wanted swabs of a couple things, and you send those in. They wanted the stool sample and gut biome swab test, and you send those in, and they analyze your genetics and things like that, and things you're prone to be allergic to, or things that you're lacking in your system, and that kind of stuff. So it asked me more questions about what I take, what I eat, and found out many of the things I was eating probably should avoid. Found out I'm prone to what they call, I guess, nut allergies. I don't break out or feel like I'm gonna stop breathing or anything, but I notice when I do have pistachios or cashews, yeah, I tend to get an upset stomach. So I think that may be part of that portion of it. And there's some other things too. So when I would turn in the ingredients and show them what I was taking, it would scrutinize those. And so I thought, well, I'm really going to check out other protein shakes, because it did not like even the little pre-made carton ones. I was drinking those to try to get my protein up, and it didn't like the product that I was taking from the other company where I had lost 55 pounds. So I had to do research, and using Gemini and the Digby Health, I was turning in labels and comparing products, comparing MLMs, just protein drinks and health companies in general, and found out like many things I was taking are just full of fillers and things that, yeah, they have some benefit, but they're not as healthy for you as I thought. And so I kept getting referred to Shaklee or Shaklee. I'm not 100% sure what the correct pronunciation is. So I wanted to find out if I could bought this product versus this product. And by far, Shaklee kept coming in way ahead and was suggested that if I'm going to purchase something, that was going to be the one. the other product, if I was on a budget, I could go with that, but be aware it had this and this in it, which was suggested that I avoid. So it just depends what you're looking for, because there were a couple other choices and I was really torn, but Shaklee was at the higher level, and I liked when I did the research on their company and what they stood for and their ingredients and how their processes work and their products overall. I was really amazed, and I know they've been around for years and years, and I've done other ones 20 years ago, the Big H, and all I did was stockpile a bunch of product, and I found out, oh, maybe I'll go back on that, but found out, oh, it's really full of other stuff that I don't want to be taking. And so I was excited to go ahead and move forward with the Shaklee, and I want to emphasize that I'm not a distributor. I signed up as a member, and to get the discount, and I thought, well, I'm already meeting the criteria, why would I not sign up? But my previous weight, I was at 350, and I've been bouncing between 305 to probably 320 for about a year and a half, and I couldn't lose any more weight, and I got the GLP-1 approved as long as I did the Digby Health and did the little exercise program through the Hinge Health and do the glucose monitoring for a while. And I'm finding out a lot that I didn't know, and so things I thought were healthy did affect me. I'm 6'4", maybe a little bit over, so a lot of people don't think I'm as big as I am, but trust me, I need to lose about another 40 pounds. So in 4 or 5 weeks of just changing my eating, I've lost about 15 to 23 pounds, but I can't get my protein up because I'm not a big meat eater. I eat a lot of chicken, and I'll eat turkey, and occasionally I will eat a hamburger, but I don't eat other red meats. I don't eat steak, filet mignon, ribs, anything like that. And I don't like fish or seafood either, so I'm a very picky eater on top of it. So I could eat the same thing and eat pizza every day and I'd be fine, other than I'm getting bigger and I don't feel good. So my shipment came today, which I was super excited about, and that's why I'm making the video. I was going to share that. So of course I got the shaker cup so I could make my shakes. For one thing, I ordered this Up and Glowing. It was kind of a last minute thing. I just saw the word energy, didn't care about the beauty, and I've got thinning hair. It's not going to make my hair grow back, but at 57 I think I'm looking okay, so a little bit of boost isn't going to help. I mean, it is going to help and make me look a little bit better, I hope. Thought I would try that. Plus a friend at work, she was on taking collagen products, and she says there's a lot of benefits to it, so I thought I would try it out. Then there was this energizing tea. It sounded really good, and it's non-GMO, gluten-free, low glycemic, and it contains naturally occurring caffeine, so it's not going to be super jittery or anything, but it will give you that extra little boost. Then if I spend a certain amount that week or last week, there was a little bonus buy of, you had a couple choices for product. This here looked like it was going to be the best deal for me because it was only 10 bucks. And of course it's a Energize for a pre-post workout, or I guess a pre-workout drink. And I thought, well, maybe that'll motivate me to go to the gym or do my little workouts with the Hinge app. And of course the other free product was a mascara product, and I think I'll pass on that. I think this was my better choice. And because of my gut biome, if I could talk right, the Optiflora DI, it's kind of like when it says I'm missing a lot of probiotics and prebiotics. I don't really understand all of that yet, but it sounded like a good product to take and add in, and I'll take that once a day. And of course the labels, when I turn those in to a Gemini and to the Digby app, out of all of them, when I would turn the shake mix in from Shaklee, I didn't get dings. It really liked the product and said their products ingredients were great. Where I'd turn in some other ones and you can only get a 14, and it would say, oh, it had this filler and these preservatives and this and that, and then pretty soon I was down to like, they're categorized in yellow zone, red zone, and green. I tried to stay in green, and when I gave it this, like I was taking it, it gave me a green. So I was like, I'm gonna go for the Shaklee product. This one here was a soy based, which they recommended I do plant, but they said I could do soy, but the soy was not available in the plant based. So I went with the soy, and so I got one plant and one soy, and the other one was the vanilla, and I think that will be easy to take, and you can take it with anything. This can't just be my main meal though. I did learn through the other app that it's about the proteins and the ingredients, and so I would of course have to have this as a snack, or I could do it as a meal and then make my other meal my snack. But I found for me personally, I can't sit and eat these big meals. I do better eating 5 portion little meals, just because I've probably been used to it now for a while. But and I don't feel as full, and I don't feel like lethargic feeling. It's just a nice full feeling. So hopefully when I take these, it's going to be great, and I will let you know in a couple days. I'm going to make my shakes tomorrow. I was just super excited about sharing that. And if there's any ambassadors out there that are looking for people, I think in a week or two, once I find out about the product more, I'm probably going to sign up. And I was checking out your website and found out about the convention, and I thought about attending the convention in August. I can afford to go. I just was a little hesitant on the hotel rates, but I think everything else was very affordable. The convention looked like a lot of fun, looking at past videos, and the opportunity to really learn about the products so that I could share them more with other people. Already a couple friends of mine have asked me about it because I was telling them what I ordered, and they're also on the GLP-1 products, and this stuff works with the GLP-1 product. So I will keep you posted. Hopefully next time I look a little thinner. Oh yeah, have a good day.